Living in the country, we found it very difficult because we had to sort of access services mainly in the city, and sometimes that was, 2 hours up to Brisbane or 10 hours down to Sydney. All we were looking for was someone who could help us to get on the right track of what we were meant to be doing.
Our RIDBC Teleschool is a very exciting service that's contributed greatly to the developmental outcomes of children with hearing and vision impairment living in rural and regional areas of Australia.
The service offered by RIDBC is different than any service that's been available before because it actually enables us to have direct contact with families. In the past there's been correspondence courses or courses where people have gone out and visited families in remote areas, but there's never been the opportunity to work directly with families in this face-to-face way where we can help them to understand some of the therapeutic strategies or developmental issues that might relate to their child.
Early intervention is so critical because a delay in one area of a child's development can have significant impact on other areas of their development. For example, children develop communication skills very early in life, but a hearing or vision impairment can delay that development. If a child doesn't hear what's going on around them or doesn't see the gestures that other people are making, they may not respond to a communication attempt the same way that a hearing or sighted child would. If we can help parents to foster their child's emerging skills, then we can really limit the impact that a hearing or vision loss has on the child's overall development. Children with hearing impairment need ongoing support as they enter school because they will face many new challenges, such as a noisy classroom environment, complex social situations, and a faster pace of instruction. The school-age program focuses on developing the skills necessary for these areas of listening, language, and communication.
Bella was born profoundly deaf. There was no deafness in our family that we knew of, so we were expecting her to be a normal child. She went through the SWISH program, which had only just started then, and they said to us in the hospital, your daughter's profoundly deaf, and we were just like floored, We didn't even know what that meant. We know nothing about deafness, so we were really shocked. We couldn't even really speak.
Our RIDBC Teleschool helps parents to understand the impact that their child's hearing or vision impairment may have on the child's overall development. We also help the parents to understand the stages of development that the child will go through and then come up with some strategies or ideas for promoting the child's development in all areas. Today, I thought we could do some tea party activities to really work on some turn taking and sharing and some of those possessive S sounds that we've been working on with Bella. So can you get out your tea party set? We use a variety of technologies to overcome the problem of distance. We use the telephone, fax, email, and video conferencing to maintain regular contact with our families. We also send educational packages on a regular basis. These packages contain activities and ideas tailored to a specific lesson plan, which form the framework for our video conferencing session.
Video conferencing is important because it enables us to directly support families and service providers. We can see them on a television screen and they can see us here at RIDBC, and that way we can look at the natural interaction between the parents and the child, or the service providers and the child.
Okay, get the pear and get the knife and cut it in half. Chop, chop. Okay, give some to Mummy. That's right, that's Mummy's pear. And some to Bella. Good girl, that's Bella's.
It probably means that we have to do a little bit more work than what we would if we were in the room with the teacher, because then the teacher would probably do most of it and we'd sit back a bit. But that's good in a way because it's pushing you forward and making you get your hands on the toys and actually do it. And at first you kind of feel a bit shy, like, am I reading this book correctly? Or here's the toy, what do I do with it? But I mean, after a while you realise that's what the teacher's there for, is to show you what to do. And it doesn't, if you read it and you feel a bit shy, it's not like they're going to say, that was wrong. They'll still be encouraging you to say, that was good, try doing it this way. So they're always giving you little pointers and tips on how to extend what you've already learned to keep building on that and learning more. And she speaks so well, and constantly we get people and they'll even say to us, oh, she speaks really well, like when they first meet her, and then we'll say, oh, we sort of assume they must mean because she's deaf. And you'll say, oh, yep, she's pretty age appropriate being deaf. And they're like, oh, is she deaf? We didn't even notice the implant.
Bella has been on this service since she was 8 months old. It's been really amazing to see the progress she's made over the last 2.5 years. She's developed great listening skills with her cochlear implant and hears things when she's not looking. She even recognizes my voice over the video conferencing speakers. Bella's speech is becoming clearer, and she's putting together 4 and 5 words at a time. Bella's parents are working really hard to develop her skills by finding fun and meaningful ways to practice with her every day.
Being in the country, we have had more limited access to services, but in saying that, we happen to have gotten access to the best services in RIDBC because they have just been the best in every way. From the very beginning, when we just needed the very basic support, right through now as we've become a lot more understanding of everything, and I wouldn't say experts by any means, but we definitely are getting there and understanding a lot more, and they're able to follow our progress and continue to keep supporting us as we are learning more and more, which is what we want. We want someone to keep up with us and keep pushing us, where we need to go, directing us.